Today is the 5th anniversary of Bray revealing his secret, the first time we ever met the Fiend. So of course, we had a very juicy QR code on Monday Night Raw. Worth noting as well, this was the very first time commentary have acknowledged a QR code. They spoke about it, Pat McAfee referenced the one he scanned last week, etc. They haven't done that before, meaning a lot of people are now wondering if it's getting super close. There is a lot in this QR code though. When you go to the website, it takes you to this. You can just see door at the top and then image files. In fact, there's 20 of them, all dated the 12th of May. Well, behind every single one of those, of course, is an image. Do you want to meet them? There's loads of stuff wrote on bits of paper, left around someone's house, someone's office, whatever this is. There's a lot to dissect. I'm not going to sit here and read every single one of them. You can do that, I'm sure. I have no idea what that actually is at all. But I like, obviously, a lot of these terms is stuff we've heard before from the QR codes, just now written down in physical form. Also, it starts to get more and more interesting the later you go into this. It becomes more than just words on a piece of paper. These random pictures actually tell us Uncle Howdy's goals. On this one, it says, "What are your goals?" To remind them. What challenges are you facing? I'm afraid they won't understand. How do you feel? I finally know my purpose, and soon everyone will see. We practically got a mini Q&A there from Uncle Howdy, right? That's pretty cool. You can see here all the Pluto logos written out, and then we get this, an image of a mirror. Now, I think the intention is to make you think, I can't see any lower than that. But there's also what looks to be like a crown on top of it. We got this that we'll come back to, and then a missing person report. Now, I like this. The person who's the author of this is actually an anagram of Uncle Howdy. Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? But of course, it talks about this woman going missing, and I think you might just recognise her. It seems to be the woman from the counselling session with the Fiend. Of course, she got by the Fiend, and we never saw her again. Here's that picture that we saw last week, that one that was hidden in plain sight. And then with this one, the final one, and there's a massive clue. You can see it, it's right there. A date, 5/16/24, the 16th of May, 2024, 4 p.m, plus which? Actually, Twitch. They're going to do something on Twitch, 4 p.m. on the 16th of May. That's Thursday. You can guarantee we'll cover whatever it is that comes out on Twitch, 4 p.m. on the 16th of May. I mean, we could be wrong, by the way. It just might mean plus which, but I'm sure it's Twitch. Now, I want to give a massive shout out here because I would not have thought to look at every single image. But here it is. In the URL of this image is the date, the 20th of May, 2024. Next week's Raw. Coming back to this notebook, because that's what this is. In the very top left-hand corner of it, that you can see here anyway, is the number 18. And I don't know why, because this was image 17. Now, in a lot of these images were actually hidden tags in the properties of the image. You can see them all on screen here. Shout out to Slam. Number 19 was interesting. Things you might have missed. Where have I heard that before? Oh, that's right. This is things you might have missed. Did we get referenced? I'm scared. I certainly do not want to be a target of Uncle Howdy, please. Please. The URL was super interesting as well. 12/12/12. Obviously, it is the date Erick Rowan would debut on NXT with Bray Wyatt. And 12 days until King and Queen of the Ring. This is interesting. You got to remember the fact they've staged these photos the way they have. Look at this on the right-hand side of this image. There is blonde hair. Now, obviously, I don't know why it's on the floor. It could also just be a dog. But what does it mean? Blonde instantly makes people think about Alexa Bliss. Of course it does, rightfully so. She actually tweeted out today saying, "Just you wait." She was retweeted by Liv Morgan. Lots of people excited at the prospect. Alexa could be actually returning sooner than we think. Shout out to Crimson, who would find the word Cinnamon in the source code of the QR code. Lots of theories on what this means. Lots of old ancient theories. Shadow here coming up with one about the song from Nina Simone, who also sung a song saying he's got the whole world in his hands. Yowie wowie. There was also this sign shown on Raw. Now, we don't know if this was just a fan sign or if this was a WWE plant. We know they've done that before. There was also this backstage promo in Ludwig Kaiser, and you can see here in the background, people believe this is Nikki Cross. I don't think that's Nikki. I don't know who it is, though. I really like this as well. People have found an old picture Alexa Bliss posted while watching the Bray Wyatt documentary, and look at the flooring. It is oddly similar. Very quickly, because there's a lot to unpack here from Slam. Number 1, to be sentient, is an old Bray Wyatt tweet. Number 3 is an anagram of the Firefly Funhouse. Number 5 is Erwin R, IRS. And then obviously this. Number 9 is the birthdays of Dexter, Nikki, and Gacy. How cool is that? Indeed, they did play Nightbird again in the arena during a commercial break. Once again, everything becoming more erratic. What I love, though, look at this. The LED boards, look at that. I don't think we've ever seen a shot like that. Super, super cool. Shout out to whoever took the video. Tonight's QR code, undoubtedly the biggest yet. There is a lot that we've spoken about, and I feel like there's still a lot to unpack. I feel like over the next couple of hours, coming days, we're going to be deciphering a lot more from this QR code. This is things you might have missed. WWE RAW, as referenced in Nightbird Clues. Make sure you hit the like button if you are new to the channel. Hit the subscribe button too. Drew McIntyre would start off the show, and he was so focused this week. It was gold. He would come out, he would talk his trash about CM Punk. He'd say, if you're a CM Punk fan, you're stupid. He said it was like a toxic relationship, how management and fans consistently take Punk back. Something worth noting was Drew McIntyre accusing Adam Pearce of being a stooge on the inside. Damian Priest would come out, though, confronting Drew after Drew name-dropped him. And, of course, Damian, like a fighting champion, would actually give Drew McIntyre a future shot at the World Heavyweight title. Damian would absolutely cook Drew McIntyre before that, but he would still award him a shot at the title in the future. We don't know when that will be. Lots of guesses that it's going to be like Clash at the Castle and stuff like that, but they're nothing more than assumptions. I'm assuming it will just be when Drew's medically cleared to go. The Queen of the Ring tournament obviously continued tonight, and we would see Shayna Baszler in that unhinged Shayna form lose to Io Sky. Io Sky advancing. We would then see Lyra Valkyria defeat Zoe Stark, meaning the Raw side of Queen of the Ring is set. Io versus Lyra. The winner goes to the finals. Gunther would defeat Kofi Kingston in his qualification match. And then they teased us later on in the show, face to face, Gunther and Ilya Dragunov. Oh my God. But it might have to wait, as in the main event, Ilya Dragunov lost to Jey Uso. First Jey Uso steals the Fireflies. Now he robs us of Gunther versus Dragunov. Bronson Reed defeated Akira Tozawa. The story here, though, is Chad Gable berating Akira Tozawa after the match. This heel Chad Gable is becoming more and more prominent and more established. Even more so when he did it again later in the night to Otis. This time, though, Sami Zayn, after beating Otis, would come back into the ring, help Otis, but Otis would leave with Chad. Chad would slap him, though. This abusive relationship is going to get Otis over as a babyface. It is. The fans already chanting for Otis. He's going to turn on Chad eventually, surely. Lillian Garcia would return to Raw tonight, joining Samantha Irvine in the ring, doing the announcing for one of the King of the Ring matches. I love that they did this segment. Although I would love Samantha Irvine just to punch Lillian in the face and just be like, "It's my era, bitch." Ha! Typical wrestling. Talking about being punched in the face, though, Liv Morgan was punched in the face backstage by Becky Lynch, and during a post-match beatdown, Lyra Valkyria once again coming out, saving Becky Lynch, until Liv Morgan would strike and throw Becky into the ring post. Liv Revenge Tour is fully underway. The Judgment Days, Finn Balor and JD McDonough, would be successful tonight, winning a number 1 contenders match for the Tag Team Championships. It was a fatal 4-way. Very good match. They was assisted in their win by Carlito, who was looking to prove himself to the Judgment Day. Very interesting. JD earlier on in the night actually did warn Braun Strowman to stay out of Judgment Day business. I mean, JD, you've got a really big head. You must have a bigger set of balls to do that, seriously. brilliant Raw tonight. So much to go through, obviously, from that show. The QR code was just insanely big. Love that. For me, 9 out of 10 is fair. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button, really helps the channel out. Share the video, and I'll catch you next time. Peace!